Hey YouTube, this is your boy Kai, hanging out with my girlfriend and her dog tonight. Lately I've been thinking about transitioning with prior medical history. This past week, I've been thinking about it a lot. My prior medical history happens to be type 1 juvenile diabetes. I was diagnosed with it when I was 4 years old, and I am 28 now, so that means 24 years of being a juvenile diabetic. It can suck ass, let me just tell you. All the emotions involved, the blood sugars going high and low whenever you don't want them to, and all that. And I've known that testosterone can make your sugars elevated. When I went to the doctor the first time in December of last year, she let me know that my sugars could be erratic and I needed to be watching out for those when I did get on the testosterone. However, when I went in May to see her, she asked me how my sugars were doing, and I looked back and I said, well, since I've been on the testosterone, they've actually gotten much better. They've leveled out, or they have gotten lower or in the low range, which has never happened to me. I've never been leveled out. I've always been erratic with my sugars and just not controlled. So it's just really weird that testosterone is supposed to make your sugars elevated, but mine are steadily normal most of the time. Also, with diabetes, like I said, emotions are involved. Great deals of emotions are involved. And since being on testosterone, my emotions have been in check. Even when my sugar goes low or high, my emotions don't overwhelm me. I can easily take care of them and say, hey, my sugar's low, need to do this, need to do that to get it back to where it needs to be. Or my sugar's high, I need to take some insulin so I can get back to where I need to be. So it's just really great knowing that testosterone should make my sugar higher than what it normally is, but that it's not. So that's a plus. Also, I had a severe case of OCD growing up as a kid, and even before I transitioned, everything had to be in its place. I could not leave anything awry. I was always worried that everything, if something was out of place, I had to make sure it was in place. Or if I knew that I needed something written down, I had to go check to make sure it was written down. And since being on testosterone, I've not cared. I'm just like, oh, well, if it's not written down, I'll write it down later. Or, oh, well, if this is not in its place, I'll deal with it later. Or, oh, well, my apartment's not clean, that's okay, I'll deal with it later. Which is a very new thing for me, but a very good thing, I think. Not to be so uptight and just worried nonstop all the time about things that really shouldn't matter. So on that note, that's a good thing. I would really like to know if anyone on YouTube out there has diabetes type 1 juvenile and is taking tea, and how their levels are with their diabetes and all that, and compare notes, I guess you could say. Or also the OCD thing. I'd really like to hear from you guys about that. And the last note I have for this weekly video is that I started taking a testosterone gel that is 10 milligrams more than my last one was. So now instead of 5 milligrams a day, I'm taking, sorry, not 5, 50 milligrams a day, I'm taking 60 milligrams a day. So we will see how the levels work out, if my side effects of the testosterone are faster, or if they're the same, or what, if anything changes. I'll see you guys next week.